Close your eyes for a moment. Notice your thoughts. Where are they? Are they wandering to something that happened yesterday? A mistake? A conversation? A memory that makes you feel regret or pride? Or are they jumping ahead into tomorrow? An exam, a meeting, a dream, or a fear about what might happen? Most of us live like this. Half of our mind stuck in the past, replaying old stories. The other half trapped in the future, imagining what hasn't even happened. Rarely do we stop and simply live in the present, the only place where life actually exists. Think about it. You cannot breathe yesterday's breath. You cannot eat tomorrow's food. You cannot live next year's life right now. The only moment you ever truly experience is this moment, the now. And yet many people ignore it. They are always rushing, waiting, worrying, regretting. They miss the beauty of what's in front of them, the smile of a loved one, the taste of food, the sound of rain, the beating of their own heart. This book, The Power of Now, Living in the Present Moment Fully, is about rediscovering what you already have. It's about awakening to the truth that life is happening right here, right now. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, but now. Living in the present doesn't mean ignoring your responsibilities or forgetting your goals. It means engaging with life deeply, fully, without being controlled by the noise of the past or the fear of the future. Over the chapters ahead, you will learn why the mind constantly pulls you away from the present, how overthinking steals your peace, practical techniques to ground yourself in the now, the beauty of silence, stillness, and awareness, how presence transforms your relationships, your work, and your inner world. Take a deep breath. Let it out slowly. Feel it. That breath is the now. Let's begin this journey together. Chapter 1. The Prison of Overthinking. Imagine a person who spends their whole life inside a prison, but the prison has no locked doors. The gates are wide open, yet the person never leaves. Why? Because they don't even realize they are imprisoned. That prison is the prison of overthinking. 1. The endless loop of the mind. Have you noticed how your mind never rests? Even when you're lying in bed, even when nothing is happening around you, your thoughts keep spinning. They replay old memories. Why did I say that? What if I had chosen differently? They hurt me and I can't forgive them. Or they jump to the future. What if I fail? What if things go wrong? When will I finally be happy? Your mind creates endless movies. Some are about the past, others are about the future. But here's the problem. Both are illusions. The past is gone. The future is not here yet. Only the present moment is real. And yet people spend 90% of their lives in the past or future. That's like living everywhere except where life is actually happening. 2. How overthinking steals happiness. Overthinking is not harmless. It takes a heavy price: stress and anxiety. Most anxiety comes from worrying about things that haven't even happened. Regret and guilt. Reliving the past over and over keeps old wounds alive. Lost focus. When you're caught in thoughts, you miss opportunities happening right now. Shallow relationships. How can you truly listen to someone if your mind is elsewhere? Think about this. Have you ever been at a party or with friends, but you couldn't enjoy it because your mind was stuck on something else? Your body was there, but you weren't. That's the power of overthinking. It robs you of life while life is happening. 3. Why the mind overthinks. The human mind evolved as a survival tool. Thousands of years ago, constantly thinking about danger. What if a tiger attacks? What if there's no food tomorrow? Helped people stay alive. But today in modern life, the same survival mechanism has gone out of control. Instead of protecting us, it traps us in unnecessary worry. Our minds are like overactive alarms, ringing even when there's no danger. The truth is, your mind wants to control time. It keeps replaying the past to learn from it, and it keeps imagining the future to prepare for it. But in doing so, it forgets to live in the only time that actually exists, the now. 4. Awareness is the key. The first step to freedom from overthinking is awareness. Notice your thoughts. Observe them. Don't fight them. Don't judge them. Just notice. For example, the next time you catch yourself worrying about tomorrow, pause and say, ah, my mind is wandering again. But right now I am safe. Right now I am here. This awareness creates distance. You realize that you are not your thoughts. You are the one who watches them. 5. A story to remember. There's a famous Zen story about two monks walking through a forest. They come to a river and see a woman struggling to cross. One monk immediately lifts her, carries her across, and sets her down safely. Then both monks continue walking. Hours later, the second monk says, "Brother, I cannot believe you carried that woman. We monks are not supposed to touch women." The first monk looks at him and says, "I put her down hours ago. Why are you still carrying her?" This is the prison of overthinking. We carry burdens long after they are gone. The event has ended, but in our mind, it lives on. 6. Reflection. Exercise for today. Here's a simple practice. For the next 24 hours, notice when your mind drifts to the past or future. Every time you catch it, gently say to yourself, "Come back, be here now." Take one slow, deep breath. Focus on the breath entering and leaving your body. That breath anchors you to the present. Write your observations in a journal. You'll be surprised how often your mind wanders. But don't judge, just notice. Awareness is the first key. 7. Closing thoughts for Chapter 1. The prison of overthinking is invisible, but once you see it, you begin to unlock the door. You don't have to replay the past. You don't have to fear the future. You can choose to step into the now, the only place where life is real. Today you've taken the first step, awareness of your overthinking. Tomorrow we'll explore the nature of time, understanding why now is not just a moment, but the essence of life itself. Take a deep breath. Smile gently. You are here. You are free. Chapter 2. The nature of time. Time, we talk about it every day. I don't have enough time. Time is flying. I'll do it later. We plan our lives around hours, days, months, and years. We carry watches on our wrists, calendars on our walls, and alarms on our phones. But despite all this, most of us have never stopped to ask a simple question. What is time really? Is time the ticking of a clock? Is it the passing of days? Or is it just a concept created by the human mind? To live fully in the present, you must first understand the nature of time. Because the truth is, not all time is the same. 1. Clock time versus psychological time. There are two kinds of time. The first is clock time. This is the practical, measurable time. It helps us organize our lives. It tells us when to meet a friend, when to go to work, when to celebrate a birthday. Without clock time, society would be chaotic. The second is psychological time. This is the time created by the mind. It lives in memory and imagination. It constantly replays the past, mistakes, successes, regrets, and it constantly projects into the future. Worries, hopes, fears. Clock time is useful, but psychological time is dangerous. Why? Because it pulls us out of the present moment. It makes us live in places that don't exist anymore, or don't exist yet. When you are lost in psychological time, you suffer. You feel regret about the past, or anxiety about the future. But when you return to the now, you are free. 2. The illusion of past and future. Think carefully. Has anyone ever experienced the past? Has anyone ever lived in the future? The answer is no. You can only remember the past now. You can only imagine the future now. Even when the future comes, it will not be the future. It will be the now. The past and future are mental shadows. The only reality is the present. That's why wise teachers across centuries have said, "Be here now." When you truly see this, life changes. You stop waiting for happiness someday. You realize happiness is possible now. 3. How we misuse time. Most people treat time like an enemy. They fight against it. They rush, always in a hurry. They say, "I'll be happy when I get this job, this house, this relationship." Or they say, "I can't move on because of what happened years ago." In both cases, they are rejecting the present. They are postponing life. But life doesn't wait. While you're busy replaying yesterday or waiting for tomorrow, The now slips away unnoticed. 4. Presence beyond time. Living in the now doesn't mean you ignore clock time. You still plan, you still schedule, you still prepare, but you don't let your mind trap you in psychological time. For example, you can plan tomorrow's meeting, but do it fully in the now, with calm presence. You can remember yesterday's mistake, but only to learn, not to suffer. The key is to use time practically, but not be enslaved by it. When you live this way, you experience a timeless presence. You feel more alive, more awake. Hours may pass, but you don't feel drained because you're living, not worrying. 5. A story to remember. There's an old story about a farmer. The farmer worked day and night, always rushing. He said, "I must plant faster. I must harvest quicker. I must sell more." His neighbors told him to rest, to enjoy the sunshine, but he replied, "I don't have time." Maybe later. Years passed. His fields gave him food, but he never enjoyed a single meal in peace. One day, as he grew old and tired, he realized all his life he was chasing the future. And while he was waiting to live, life had already passed. This is the tragedy of living in psychological time. You miss the very life you are trying to improve. 6. Reflection. Exercise for today. Today, try this simple exercise. Sit quietly for 5 minutes. Close your eyes and breathe slowly. Ask yourself, right now, in this moment, what problem do I actually have? You will find that in the present, most problems disappear. At this exact second, you are simply breathing, sitting, existing. The rest is only thought. Write your reflections in a journal. Notice how your mind constantly jumps to past and future, and gently bring it back to now. 7. Closing thoughts for Chapter 2. Time is both friend and enemy. It is useful as clock time, but harmful as psychological time. The past and future are illusions. The now is the only reality. When you stop misusing time, you discover something incredible. Peace is not far away. It is always here, waiting for you in the present. Take one deep breath. Feel it. This is life. This is now. In the next chapter, we will explore the benefits of living in the present, how presence can heal your mind, strengthen your relationships, and fill your life with clarity and joy. Chapter 3. The benefits of living in the present. Why should we live in the present moment? Why is now so important? The truth is simple, because all the real treasures of life exist only here. Peace, clarity, love, joy. None of these live in the past or the future. They can only be experienced now. When you learn to anchor yourself in the present, your life begins to transform in ways you never imagined. In this chapter, we will explore the benefits of living in the now. 1. Reduced anxiety and stress. Most stress comes from two sources: regret about the past, worry about the future. Think about it. You stress about mistakes you made, opportunities you lost, things you should have said but didn't. Or you stress about what might go wrong tomorrow, next week, next year. But in the present moment, none of these problems exist. Right now, as you listen, you are safe. You are breathing. Life is happening. Stress is created by thought, not reality. When you live in the now, stress loses its power. You stop fighting with time, and you discover a calm space inside you. 2. A clearer mind. When the mind is constantly replaying yesterday and forecasting tomorrow, it becomes cluttered. It's like having dozens of tabs open in a browser. You feel scattered and drained. Living in the present clears away this mental noise. Suddenly, your mind becomes sharp and focused. You can think more clearly, solve problems faster, and make better decisions. Presence is like a fresh wind that sweeps away the dust of confusion. 3. Deeper enjoyment of life. When was the last time you truly tasted your food, or listened to the sound of birds without distraction, or walked without your phone in your hand? Most people rush through life without noticing it, but when you live in the now, ordinary moments become extraordinary. A sip of tea feels alive. The sound of rain feels like music. A smile feels like a gift. Joy is not hidden in distant dreams. It's hidden in the small moments you overlook. Living in the present allows you to enjoy them fully. 4. Better relationships. Have you ever had a conversation with someone who wasn't really listening? Their body was there, but their mind was elsewhere. How did it feel? Now think of a time when someone gave you their full attention. They listened without interrupting, without checking their phone, without drifting away. Didn't it feel special? Presence is the greatest gift you can give in a relationship. It builds trust, love, and connection. When you are fully present with another person, they feel valued, respected, and understood. This is why presence heals relationships, because it brings real connection, not just physical closeness. 5. Inner peace and freedom. The present moment frees you from the chains of the past and the fears of the future. It gives you space to breathe, to just be. When you are fully present, you stop running. You stop waiting for life to begin. You realize it's already here. Peace is not something you need to achieve. It's something you uncover when you stop resisting. Now, this freedom is not small. It's life-changing. 6. Healthier body and mind. Stress and anxiety affect not just the mind but also the body. High blood pressure, poor sleep, weakened immunity. Many health problems are linked to mental restlessness. When you live in the now, your body relaxes, your breathing slows, your muscles soften, your heartbeat steadies. You allow your body to heal and function naturally. Presence is medicine, not sold in pharmacies but available to you at every moment. 7. Greater creativity and productivity. Have you noticed how your best ideas often come when you're fully engaged in the moment? Walking, showering, or doing something simple? That's because creativity flows in presence. When the mind is free from the noise of past and future, inspiration arises naturally. Similarly, productivity increases when you work with focus on the present task instead of splitting your attention between 100 worries. Presence turns effort into flow. 8. A spiritual awakening. Beyond all practical benefits, there is a deeper truth. Presence connects you to something beyond the mind. Call it spirit, consciousness, or simply pure awareness. In the now, you touch a dimension of life that is infinite and timeless. You sense that you are more than your thoughts, more than your story, more than your fears. This is why so many spiritual traditions teach presence as the doorway to enlightenment. The now is not just a tool for peace, it is the path to awakening. Reflection. Exercise for today. Today, try this. 1. Choose one simple activity. Eating, walking, washing your hands. 2. Do it with complete presence. Notice every detail. The taste, the movement, the sensations. 3. If your mind drifts, gently bring it back. At the end, reflect. Did the experience feel richer, calmer, more alive? This simple exercise shows how presence can turn even small actions into sources of joy. Living in the present moment brings countless gifts. Less stress, more clarity, deeper joy, better relationships, inner peace, a healthier body, greater creativity, and even spiritual awakening. All of this is not hidden in distant goals. It is already here, waiting for you in the now. In the next chapter, we will explore the power of awareness of the body, how your breath, senses, and physical presence can become powerful doorways to the present moment. Chapter 4. Awareness of the body. The mind lives in stories. The body lives in the present. When your thoughts pull you into the past or future, the body remains here, quietly breathing, beating, existing in the now. That's why one of the most powerful ways to enter the present moment is to bring awareness back to your body. Your body is not just flesh and bones. It is an anchor, a bridge, a reminder of the living now. In this chapter, we will explore how to use body awareness through breath, senses, and simple observation to return to presence again and again. 1. The body as a gateway to the now. Close your eyes for a moment. Feel your hands. Without moving them, just notice the aliveness in them. Can you sense a tingling, a subtle vibration? This is your body's way of telling you, I am here. When you bring attention to the body, the mind begins to quiet down. You shift from thinking about life to actually experiencing it. The body grounds you. It does not care about yesterday or tomorrow. It only exists in this moment. Your body is your doorway to now. 2. The power of the breath. The breath is the simplest, most natural anchor to presence. It is always with you, always happening here and now. When you pay attention to your breath, you notice its rhythm, the coolness as it enters, the warmth as it leaves, the rise and fall of your chest. Instantly, your awareness shifts into the present. Breathing consciously for even a minute can dissolve stress, calm the mind, and bring you back to yourself. Try this. Inhale deeply, count to 4. Hold gently for a moment. Exhale slowly, count to 6. Do this a few times and notice how peace spreads through your body. 3. Listening to the senses. Your senses are natural tools of presence. When you truly listen to the sound of rain, you are in the now. When you feel the warmth of the sun on your skin, you are in the now. When you savor the taste of food without distraction, you are in the now. The senses don't exist in memory or imagination. They exist in direct experience. By paying full attention to them, you escape the trap of the mind and re-enter reality. 4. The body's wisdom. Your body carries wisdom the mind often ignores. How many times have you pushed yourself to work while your body asked for rest? How many times have you ignored tension in your shoulders or heaviness in your chest? Awareness of the body is not just about presence, it is about listening. When you listen, your body tells you what it needs: rest, movement, nourishment, or stillness. Honoring this wisdom deepens your connection to life.